This is your Daily 5 for Thursday, October 2nd, 2025. I had seen that Sony was doing a state of play, I think, last week. I don't really watch many of these anymore. I don't watch the Nintendo Switch Direct stuff. I don't watch the state of play. I really don't care. You read about all of it about 10 minutes after they end on a website, which will let you kind of scroll through and see what you care about anyway. Just like many things, it's often overproduced and overlong. So I didn't pay much attention to it. But I did see that there was a mention of a Deus Ex remaster in there. And as people who've been around for a while probably know, I'm a big fan of the Deus Ex series. I like virtually every single game. Now, the original still is the best one. There's no doubt about it. It established the whole series. It still has an atmosphere none of the other ones have managed to capture. But I have enjoyed every Deus Ex game I've played. That's the truth. Except for the fall on the iPad. That was just miserable trying to control that game. I tried because I like the Human Revolution universe, and I wish we could get a third game to resolve Mankind Divided. But I like those games too. Again, the first one is the one that I really have the sharpest love for, but I like them all. Even Invisible War, even Deus Ex Go. I like all of these games. And so I thought, oh, well, this is good. They're bringing it out for the consoles because I know there's a lot of people who think if you're not playing games on PC, then you're not really playing them at all. Okay, I guess that attitude still exists, but it's a dumb one because not everybody can get a good gaming PC, and not everybody needs a gaming PC or a PC for gaming. So to have somebody who wants to play it on a PlayStation or Xbox is perfect, or a Switch, I would assume. It's perfectly fine. That's good. I don't mind when people play on different things. There is no, this PC Master Race nonsense always just strikes me as a strange mindset. Of course there are things better on playing it on a super PC. Everybody knows that, but everybody can do that. So if it allows people to experience the game who otherwise might not ever have experienced it, that's a good thing in my opinion. So I didn't really pay much attention to it because I didn't care, because I do have a PC and I do play Deus Ex on there with mods that make it look pretty good. So it was never really aimed at me to begin with. But then I saw all this anger about it, like people saying that it was a terrible remaster and this was an embarrassing cash grab. And I thought, oh, okay, well, let me take a look at this thing. Watched the trailer, and there was one thing that immediately stuck out to me as pretty bad about it, but I'll be honest, I don't really have the same issue with this remaster that a lot of people seem to. I think that the key problems for me come down to two things. One, the price, which appears to be $30 or $40, which is ridiculous for Deus Ex. And if this was a remake, a Resident Evil style remake, you might be able to charge that money and it might be worth it. But for just doing essentially an upscale, and one that I do agree with a lot of people was probably just a very quick and cheap AI upscale for the most part, and charging that much money for it when Deus Ex routinely goes for $5 or $10 on a sale, and you could mod it to look better than some of what this is, yes, that's insulting. However, not unexpected for the games industry. What else is new? No, I looked at the rest of it, and the thing is, everybody has been saying that this was an awful, that it looks terrible top to bottom. Now, objectively, I don't think it does. I think that for the most part, it's fine. It's not good, it's not great, but it's not anywhere near as awful as some people are talking about, except when you get to the character models. And I do think that in a game like Deus Ex, the character models carry an outsized amount of weight in terms of how people respond to it. When you have the character models that a lot of people have grown up playing, I mean, I've replayed Deus Ex probably 40 times, beginning to end. I basically have the game memorized, as I'm sure many other people do. And so you develop, like with movies, a relationship and a memory of these characters. You know what they look like, even if they were, older models. You have an idea of what a nicer, newer version would look like. And none of these models look good. None of them. JC does not even look like JC at all. And I think that's really what people are responding to. And I do understand it, because even if I was considering buying this, those character models alone would stop me dead. I would not play this game with those character models. If anything, if I was going to buy it, I'd buy it on PC and then mod those character models to be the old versions. They look better. And that, I think, is what people are really getting hung up on. Because, honestly, who cares if a wall is too shiny or a robot's visor, reflects light badly? Nobody really cares about that stuff. But when you start altering incorrectly the models of the characters that form the core of what the story is, well, yeah, that's what's going to do it. That and a ridiculous price tag, that will sink a remaster, so I don't expect this one to do very well at all. Later.